Hello and welcome to another edition of After the Whistle. Wednesday, October 23rd, 8 days away from Halloween. Yeah, it's that time of the year, man. It's that time of the year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we got these prep school schedules going up basketball-wise because I need that right now because it's starting to get cold and about time's up for me to be being outside.
You gonna be anything for Halloween?
Be alive.
I mean, if you notice, people aren't really as exciting as Halloween as they used to be. You know, you can dress up, be whatever you want nowadays. So it's like, what's the point of like celebrating it for one day? You can just do it any day of your life now. So.
I ain't gonna be dressed up for Halloween. I'm probably gonna be at a football game anyway, so I'll dress up as a coach. So all I gotta do is have a hat and glasses. That's it. Maybe like a winter jacket or something like that. But
I'll be experiencing Halloween out the country for the first time. Let's see how that goes.
Oh yeah, that should. Yeah. You know what's fun? It was Halloween for the Knicks last night. Man, it was I call it belt to ass season. What happened to them last night? My goodness. And you know what's the worst part? In watching it, like the threes they were getting, there was not even like a hand in their face or a defender in sight. It's like, of course you're going to make 29 threes when you wide open half the time. Like nobody in sight in any of those, in any of like the contested threes, like wide open.
Yeah, the Knicks trade for Karl-Anthony Towns, like thinking good offensive one. But when he doesn't have additional help, like another big that can they can work off each other, they both look kind of suspect defensively.
Yeah, and what the Celtics were doing, they were attacking him. Him and Brunson, those were their main targets on the pick and rolls and the screening rolls and stuff. They were mainly focusing on attacking them too.
But they're also dealing with a well-oiled machine. And I barely watched them last season because I felt like if they didn't win it last year, it was a wash. So, you know, they're starting off on the right foot.
Yeah, they're starting off like I mean, it was one of those things. I mean, granted, the Knicks, I think they shot like 60%. They ain't play bad.
I'll be honest.
The Knicks shot 55% from the field. It's just these dudes shot damn near 50% from three.
And 50%. From the field.
Yeah. So.
But you don't lose to the Knicks. You don't lose to the Knicks on ring night.
Nah, you don't. That's the other thing.
You just don't. Like out of all the teams in the league, we are not losing to the Knicks on ring night, bro.
Yeah, especially with all the legends that came for the ring night.
Especially that they're trying to push New York into this spotlight of being victorious and they be cheating for wins. So no.
I mean, you got Bob Cousy in the building. I think he hasn't been to a Celtics game in a while. Well, he's older now.
I'll be honest, bro. We wouldn't know Bob Cousy was. He walked by us now.
Yeah, but he was in there. They had a whole bunch of other Celtics from like the 80s in there as well. It was just like, yeah, we can't lose tonight. We got all these dudes that come in here that barely ever come to games.
But that's how it kind of should be. They should have a section for like the vets. You know, a suite for like guys who don't come there that often can always have a space and just watch the game. Camaraderie.
Right.
They should have it. Each league should have that, but the Celtics should definitely have it because we got so many retired numbers and they're still living.
Yeah. I think Cousy's like the last one out of those. I think him and one more person might still be alive from like those.
Yeah, them 11.
Yeah.
He got 9 or 11.
He got a lot. He got a lot. But yeah, last night was just one of those things. The Knicks were just victims of what was happening, of the celebration. So I mean, they're gonna have better games because they're not gonna have more. These dudes shot 56% from the field and 36 from three. That's not bad. That's a good outing and scored 109 points. It was. As you said, they just ran into a well-oiled machine with
facts.
Yeah.
And let me see how much. What was the free throws percentage looking like? Bro, they almost shot 50, 50, 90 as a team. Not individual, as a team.
That's what you call laser focus coming in, not having a championship hangover. Because sometimes I've seen ring nights go bad a couple times.
Yeah, but in Massachusetts, yeah, we don't. Nah, they probably was on their back all summer about coming to the season ready to go.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's true.
Yeah, not out here.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, good. I mean, it's like these first two games for this. Next up, they got the Wizards. Somebody already put, like, for the Wizards, they already put the banners like eliminated from the playoffs. He's like, let's
seen that.
Let's just get this out the way now.
That's sad, man. But sad but true.
And the big guns for the Celtics, Tatum, Brown, Holiday, Derek White, all had solid games. They all, they just did what they did. Tatum with the double-double, Brown, attacking offense, and then White and Holiday, old reliable. Those guys that they're gonna play defense and they're gonna make shots.
Yeah. And shout out to Jason Tatum, man, starting the season off with a double-double, which was something that he wasn't that familiar with in the past.
No, this is true.
So he's figuring it out,
especially with the assists. Because you kind of saw it in the playoffs when he started being more of a playmaker. Hope he keeps it up this season.
It didn't work for him in regards to getting his awards, but
right.
It worked for the Celtics because that's what they needed.
Yeah. I mean, you talk to these weirdos, they be like, he ain't win Finals MVP. He not even the best player on their team.
Because he actually passes the ball.
I just be
compared to one, it's just he passed a little bit.
Yeah, he
just ain't trying to pass the ball.
and on this team, that's you go ahead and do that. Yeah, right. That's why I be laughing when I be talking because I'm like, that's your only argument. He didn't win Finals MVP. Like, okay.
But when you got higher stats, like.
I tell him, like, Isaiah Thomas got 2 rings and he got 1 Finals MVP. Like,
and when you talk about the bad boy Pistons, he's the leader.
Right.
He's number 1.
Right.
I don't even know who number 2 is on that team.
I mean, it'll be anybody on a different night, but yeah.
But he's number 1.
Yeah, he's number 1. Also last night, there was only 2 games last night. The Lakers and the Timberwolves. Man, this was the Lakers are funny, man. Well, I guess they had to get out the way. The father-son getting on the court together, get that moment out the way early. But I was just like, man, I just found it hilarious. And then at the end, I'm like, we're talking. Y'all not even talking to the dude that just put up damn near 40 points in a double-double. You talking to the father and son, and neither of them played well. But it was like, y'all are forcing it on us.
There needs to be a standard of what's important.
Right.
And just because you think it's news, it's not news, especially if somebody almost has a 40-20 game on opening night, on the 3-time defensive player of the year.
I think LeVoir.
I don't care what it is. It shouldn't even be that many. But so unfortunately, we got too many news outlets. Too many news outlets. I feel like too many simple-minded people asking questions.
Yeah,
because that's not really important. Like I get, I'm happy you got in the game. I wish you'd have made the 3 just to make it the storybook, whatever.
Right.
But in all reality, rookies, second round picks don't play damn near at all. So for him to even get 3 minutes is like high quality, regardless whose kid he is. You're lucky he even got out there for that amount of time, especially the pick he is, position on the bench he is.
Right. Yeah, it was just, I just read an article. It was just like, yeah, they get this out the way now so you don't have to keep talking about it in the season. But my whole thing was just like, this is all good. But there was like, I just asked somebody the other day, what will you remember from this game? Like, what will you remember from this game?
Anthony Davis punching Gobert's stuff out there. You know what I mean?
Right. And besides them checking into the game together, it's like what is from this game you'll remember? Like, from Ken Griffey Jr. and when his pops played, I think they both had like a home run or something.
That's different.
Because they was trying to make it like comparable to that. Because
there's no comparison. Griffey was amazing coming out. What did he come out of high school?
I think, yeah, he came out of high school and then spent a little time in the minor leagues. I think he got called up real quick.
Because he was nice. Like, he's one of the greatest baseball players ever. Like, what are we doing? He's better than his daddy.
Oh yeah.
So what do we
from day one?
It's not a comparison. Your dad was a great pro. You're a legendary player. Your dad's a legendary player. You're hoping you can be a great pro.
He's trying to find his way to make his own name. But they're just forcing it on us.
I did like that they already got out the way though, because I'm sure like he's more like us. He gets annoyed very quickly with stupidity.
Real.
I mean, he even complained about the balls. Why are they using brand new basketballs anyways?
I don't know. You know, the NBA always changing stuff. they always change.
But why don't they ask the people who actually played the game if it's a good idea? Not these people that say, "Oh, we got new basketball. Let's see." Like, I don't understand why these people in suits and ties with no sneakers on
they
trying to dictate what goes on the court.
Yeah, they don't.
You can't even wear your outfit on the court.
They don't care. But my biggest takeaway from this game is the Lakers, unless they get some solid bench play or of the other role players, they step up this season, it's going to be the same thing that we've been seeing from them. They have these moments where they play good, and then they're going to be a play-in team because, for one, you're not going to get much with D'Angelo Russell in his hair like that.
I didn't know what was happening.
I looked at that. I had to rewind it. I'm like, yo, bro, what? I thought he had something on this, but I was like,
yeah, it went full blown.
Yeah, but
they're not
a well-balanced basketball team.
Well, the West is just a better overall conference.
Yeah.
If they were in the East, they might get away with some things.
Yeah.
So I like Dalton Connect. I like him how he's playing.
Yeah.
We just gotta see what goes on, man. Because everybody has their predictions. Sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong.
Yeah. But
and they got a full team this thing.
For now.
Yeah, so I mean, at least their gods are back compared to like them being like they traded for Gabe Vincent. He didn't play all year until the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he would have been a quality god. He would have made some big shots. He wouldn't have been relying on Austin Reeves so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like certain players. So we got to see, man. We gotta see.
Yeah, that's see. And then for Minnesota, I was surprised. Well, not surprised, but yeah.
What?
They take some bad. They play some bad basketball at points. Like the stuff you were saying about them last year, it just continue. Like, I think it was either like the second quarter or maybe part of the third quarter. It was like those bricks were some horrible bricks.
Oh, yeah.
Like some of their shot selection and stuff like that. It was kind of like.
I mean, they're also adjusting, losing a vital piece in their offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rudy's now realizing that he's the only big man on the court. Nowadays, it was easier to be a great defender when you have another 7-footer who's just as good. You know what I mean? So it's just ain't number one defensive team in the league. So I'm sure them losing Karl-Anthony Towns, they're starting to see that now.
Yep.
They didn't see that first because he's not known as a defensive guy, but a team defensive player he definitely is.
Yeah, definitely.
And he covers ground. You know what I mean?
Definitely. All right. Cool. We're going to NFL news. So before we get into all this NFL stuff, the Chiefs, they've traded for DeAndre Hopkins for a 4th-round pick.
Now, so I've always been a fan of DeAndre Hopkins, but did they wait too long? Maybe not. But with that system, it's like, as long as you can find a way to get somewhat open, you're going to get the ball. And, he had Will Levis throwing him the ball in Tennessee. And I don't know if you've seen Will Levis throw the ball, but he throws it to the other team more than he throws it to his own team. I mean, last name sound like a pair of jeans. So he got legs for arms. Don't ask where this stuff comes from. It just pops in here.
The good pickup for the Chiefs. I mean, some of their receivers have been getting hurt, and they haven't been making explosive plays down the field. So maybe this will help. I mean, it's always good to have a vet on the team. Hopkins, he's consistent. I'll give him that. Even last year, he put up good numbers with whoever was throwing him the ball. So.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah. So. Good. Kudos to the Chiefs for that. But the Patriots, they went out there in London. The game started off well, and then I don't know what happened. They couldn't stop the run no more. Like the first quarter, they went up 10-0, and then I have no idea what happened. They just couldn't stop the run. It was every time the Jaguars decided to run up the middle, I think they got at least 5-6 yards each time, and then you give up a special teams touchdown, and it just. Well,
nothing's ever going to really go your way. when you start off the first quarter 14-0. And you're not really known for making it down to the field, even get to the red zone. So, once again, we all go over this. I don't expect too much out of the Pats. Each loss, we have to take notes and figure out what we need. So we need better run defense up the middle. So you got to check that off and just hopefully in the off season we find somebody that could plug up the middle.
Yeah, they gave him 22 points in the second quarter too. 22 points in the second quarter is definitely not going to cut it. But taking positive, Drake May, second game started, he looked very good. He looked very comfortable out there. Sometimes he held the ball a little bit too long, but that's just sometimes quarterbacks just do that, hold on to the ball longer than they should. But he was out there trying to get the ball to the playmakers. The dude Jalen Polk though, the rookie receiver, he's like in his own head right now. He can't catch the ball. He can't do nothing. He's like dropping passes, like routine catches. It's like it's all in his head or something like that.
Yeah, and we're gonna need our receivers just because we don't do much on the ground. Even when we try to make a conscious effort, we just don't get enough yards per carry. So we're gonna need to have some better, I want to say, air threats.
Yeah, and then don't help the coaches calling you a soft football team. So it's like,
I mean, when you get paid all that money, you're an adult. The worst thing is somebody gonna call you soft. That's the worst you're gonna hear. Toughen up. Like I don't. And football's not a soft sport, so if your coach is calling you soft, prove him otherwise.
Shoot, man.
I'm just saying, like.
It's not soft. The Ravens.
No, they're not.
Ooh-wee. I think Lamar Jackson is putting together another MVP season.
Yep, it definitely is.
And he's doing it, protecting the football, very high completion percentage, and then, as you call him, Bane.
Yep, Bane running through the lane.
I don't know how he got caught on this.
What?
Yeah, he got caught. He looked like he was gone. He got caught.
Oh, I didn't finish my rhyme. You mean Bane running through the lane? Yeah. Ain't no defense with him, so just shove it down the drain. The drain, I mean.
Man, yeah, you're looking at this Ravens team. It's just they're a complete offense. They're a complete football team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they racked up 244 yards on the ground. No interceptions. Quarterback playing well. It seems like the receivers are getting more comfortable with him, especially when he's doing the street football. Mm-hmm. He's scrambling and trying to find guys open. The receivers are now like they're starting to get that connection with him and starting to realize what to do and stuff like that.
Get open.
Yeah.
Get away from a defender. Like getting the line of vision.
Right.
Also, too, he's averaging 12. No, not averaging this game. He had 12.4 yards a pass. Mm-hmm. This is like the second game where he's passing over 10 yards.
So, yeah.
10 yards per pass.
And then I think he tied Tom Brady, or is it behind Tom Brady for like most games with like 5 touchdowns and stuff like that. Yeah, he's up there. So listen, no, we don't know what the future holds and if they'll make it to the Super Bowl or not. But if they do, there's gonna be a serious conversation about Lamar Jackson that people are scared to have. Well, they should already be having it right now because especially all the people that wanted him to turn into a receiver. I need to start having that conversation about him and his style of quarterback and how he's just really running rush shot through the league.
And thank God for his mama.
Shout out, mama.
She put her foot down.
Facts. Kansas City Chiefs, we just talked about them. They are still undefeated on the season. Another one, it wasn't pretty, but they won. Defense forcing turnovers. Mahomes running people over. And the 49ers, I don't know what goes on with that team, but they're always injured. They're always injured. I think Ayuk is done for the season. I think he tore his ACL. Debo, he's gonna miss some games again. He has some type of illness or something like that, they were saying. And then Kittle's rolled his ankle and stuff, so they're like he's day to day.
I mean, I feel like that warm weather might soften up your bones. You got to come to the Northeast, man, Midwest. Ask golf. Just saying.
Looks like it. They need to do something because I've never seen a talented team get hit with such an injury, be so injury prone every single year. Where your top guys are just going down, and then Purdy with 3 interceptions in the game just didn't look good. Purdy's like, when his guys are in, he looks good. When they're not in,
he like that guy from Warriors.
He look like Mr. Irrelevant.
He like the guy from Warriors that was clanging the glass. He was with it when the boys were behind him, but then when they found out, that's some nostalgia for y'all. Y'all don't know about Warriors. Or any person in a movie that had a crew behind him, but then, Papa Doc. This random characters coming to mind.
Oh my God.
The Golden Globe leader. Anybody.
Yeah. But the Chiefs 6-0 is still on top of the division. Quarterback's not playing that well right now, but he's playing well enough for them to win. Now he's got a new target. Maybe this new target will help him because I think this might be the first game in a while he didn't throw a touchdown pass. He had 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes. So, yeah, we ain't had no touchdown passes in this game. I don't know if this has ever happened in the game before, but
yeah.
I think it's safe to say the Detroit Lions might be coming out the NFC just by the way they are playing. Sunday they went into Minnesota and they just handed it to the Vikings. And the Vikings were playing really well, but they really just handed it to the Vikings. And it seems like whenever they need a big play, they always find a big play. Whether it be the receivers, Goff, he should be talked about in the MVP conversation with how he's playing right now too. And it just helps that you got a crazy head coach.
Yeah, man. And they just made enough plays this game, though. Think about it. Both teams combined made it to the red zone once.
The big
that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy because you see the score and it's like, all right, it's touchdowns. No. I mean, it was touchdowns, but they only scored in the red zone one time.
Right. It was big play. It was big plays after big plays after big plays, and the Lions. It all started in that second quarter. You fall behind 10-0, you score 21 straight points, and then a 10-0 lead turns into a 21-10 halftime lead, and it gets as big as 28-17. So. Yeah, Detroit. They're just this probably the most excitement Detroit football has had since Barry Sanders. Even when they had Megatron, but they didn't have it like this though. The way they're scoring and all that, they didn't have it like this.
And their coach wasn't entertaining. The only time you see the Lions coach entertaining was playoffs. That's the only time. Try to win a game.
But yeah, Jared Goff, put him in that MVP conversation. Sam Darnold, you could put him for comeback player of the year or something like that.
I mean, he's not allowed to be in the MVP race too. They got 5 guys right in the race.
Yeah, but just because it's Sam Darnold, they're not going to put him.
It's almost like every quarterback in the race right now.
It's a quarterback.
You got I can name 5 top of my head and a couple extras.
Yeah, I mean, C.J. Stroud.
Allen.
Yeah.
Cousins. Lamar.
Yeah.
Pat. Donald.
They need to change the MVP to just name it the quarterback award because the last non-quarterback to win it, I think, was Adrian Peterson.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Mr. Wilson came back Sunday, and the Jets. The Jets. My goodness.
That's not impressive.
No.
Prove me wrong, but I don't mind being wrong because I'm usually right. So kudos to y'all. But everybody's in arms about this. They played the Jets.
The Jets are terrible.
So let's be serious here.
The Jets are trash. And for once, the quarterback actually took accountability for once. He actually took accountability for his turnovers and the poor play and stuff like that.
I mean, because it's best you just got traded there. Having sleepovers down, everything.
It's, usually he just blames everybody else but himself. But yeah, the Jets are not a good football team.
I mean, but now you kind of got everything you want.
Yeah.
So who else can you blame?
Well, it's management.
Yeah, they give you heated socks.
The equipment guy.
All right.
That's literally all that's left. But yeah, Devontae Adams, he didn't have a good outing himself too. I mean, I know he's probably looking at stuff like, damn, I went from a bad team to another bad team.
Remember what I said? Last week? I said, is he like planning on staying for another year, like Rodgers himself? Because that's the only reason why I would think Adams would want to like go there now.
Yeah, Rodgers needs to. Yeah. He looks like an old man. He looks like an old quarterback. An old quarterback coming off an Achilles injury. That's what he looks like. Just doesn't look good at all. Yeah. It's the Jets, though. Like Belichick says, they're trash.
He said that?
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Oh.
Verbatim.
I was hoping he did.
He didn't say that verbatim, but
all right.
He has a disdain for the Jets.
I can understand that.
And then last game, Packers, Texans. This was a pretty good game, really good game. Came down to a last-second field goal by the Packers. The two young quarterbacks pretty much were playing to a draw. They both were playing pretty well in this game, but Jordan Love led that late drive to put them in that field goal position for them and to get that game-winning field goal to win this game. But I mean, I feel like Jordan Love, we're seeing him mature even more this year. He missed a couple games with the injury, but we're seeing him just took what he did last year. Now he's not having a hangover. It's starting to.
And his receivers are actually helping him out. My issue with the team last year was the receivers weren't even trying to help out the young quarterback. Like when you have a young quarterback, you got to do a little bit extra sometimes.
Right.
Just to help them build confidence, help them keep their job. And keep y'all moving in the right direction. Yeah. So I like how they're playing 5-2. Yeah. A lot of these young quarterbacks getting busy now.
Yeah, it's like they realize it's their turn. It's their turn.
Franchises, organizations are making better picks.
Yeah,
it's making better picks. They're getting people who actually understand what the team needs and the quality of player they need in order for that to be effective.
Yeah, this NFC North, man, it's gonna come down to like the end of the season to who's gonna win that division and get that home field advantage. So, right now, that's the most competitive. But the Texans, though, it's just 86 yards for Stroud, but they did emphasize the running game in this one, which was working effectively.
Talking the Texans?
Yeah.
I mean, they need to. They rely too much on Stroud.
And it don't help that Trayvon Diggs gets ejected before the game even starts because he decided to throw some punches at some players on the Packers.
They ejected him for that?
Yeah.
With their helmets off?
I don't think so. But he was throwing punches. There was like a whole fight before the game.
I don't understand when football players punch each other in the helmet. I just don't understand.
Well, they say football players are not the brightest apples on the tree.
I just don't understand that.
I mean,
it'll give you a headache, but it's not gonna hurt that.
The only person that made proper use of a helmet was Myles Garrett when he was. That's the only time you see somebody make proper use of a helmet.
That man could have got arrested for that.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah.
That's a deadly weapon.
And you just look at Myles Garrett, who looks like a security guard. And just,
you ever see him hoop?
Yes.
All he does is dunk all day.
Right.
Damn. He shoot a little bit. You try to tear that rim down.
Yeah, but that's our Week 8 NFL, Week 7 NFL recap for y'all. We're gonna go to Joey. Me and Joey.
Joey Badass.
From the item, talked about last week's slate of games. The season's almost over. There's only a couple weeks left in the regular season and playoffs start. So, it goes by fast. So check me and Joey out there. We're going to come back. Hello and welcome to another edition of Plus One with Joey from the Item. Man, Joey, we got a couple more weeks left in the regular season and playoffs and then Thanksgiving, and then we're all going to be inside after that.
Feels like yesterday we were at week one.
Right.
8 weeks later, here we are.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
I swear the football season goes by so fast. It goes by really fast. It's like once you blink, it's like, wow, we're coming to the end.
And next thing you know, Mark is in last place in predictions.
Yeah.
That's what happens every year.
Mark, we got to do something about that, man. You can't come in for last place back-to-back years.
Wait till you see his prediction for St. John's Prep Catholic Memorial on
yeah?
Friday's paper, by the way.
Oh, it's coming up for man. Oh man, whoever he chooses, I hope the fan base don't try to attack him. I was gonna go on the show today to give my predictions on that game, but I'm playing in a men's league tonight, so I won't make it.
Oh, you're playing?
Yeah, I'm playing. It's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting for me.
I'm just so used to you with the camera and the notebook.
Right. No, it's a good exercise for me. I played in the summer. I played in the summer. You know, good to get up and down, but it's the recovery time for the legs, man. It ain't the same. Man, last week's slate of games, man, we kicked it off. English went to Medford, seemed to be in control of the game, and then the second half came around. I don't know what happened, but it was just it was like a tale of two halves for English, going up 12-0, then losing 20-18. And I mean, I have my criticism of the officials. I'm not gonna get into that right now, but there was a two-point conversion that looked like it was a successful conversion. Both feet were planted over the goal line. He got drilled, but he had crossed the goal line. One ref says it's good. The other ref says it's no good. There's no discussion or dialogue between the two refs, and they just go with the guy that says it's no good. And I was just like, okay. And I had to watch the replay a couple times, and I'm just like, yeah, that should have been a good conversion. But besides that, English shot themselves in the foot in the second half.
Yeah, regarding the replays on that controversy, I'm going to defer to you. I had to cover a different game, but in looking back at the replays online, I don't know. But when you're a fresh program, when you're a young program, these things happen. It's about how you respond, and I'm sure Coach McDonald and them will respond this Friday. They got Somerville.
Yeah, and one thing you can't do in football is turn the ball over and get penalties. They did that. They turned the ball over 3 times to Medford. I don't think Medford turned the ball over at all in that game. Medford took the 20-18 lead. English is driving, moving the ball to get into Medford territory, and then, you don't protect the ball, they fumble it, and that's all. Medford runs the clock out because of that. So, yeah, it's just fundamentals. But the fundamentals, that's pretty much what it came down to in that game.
It is, but the question is, this Friday, they're at home.
Yeah.
It'll be a 5 o'clock game. It's funny, I've talked to a few coaches, and they have some trouble with the 5 o'clock games just because their players kind of feel like it's a practice, and they're maybe not warmed up yet. But
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll be no problem for English, and I like the Bulldogs coming out on top.
Yeah, they should. They need to win this game because right now they're on the outside looking in the power rankings. Right now they're 17, so they're on the outside looking in. So they need to win these next 2 games and just hope a couple teams above them drop a little bit or lose as well, so they could try to get that 15 to 16 spot, because that would be major if they are able to get in the playoffs in Coach McDonald's first year.
And that was a goal of his. Talking to him in the preseason, he was shooting for it all. He wanted that. He wanted a Thanksgiving victory. He wanted to rack up the regular season wins. And so far, I think it's an improvement from what the program was doing last year, just on the standings and everything. And but can you close the next 2 weeks?
Right.
Time will tell, but
Right.
I'm sure he'll try to have those guys as focused as can be, because you only have 2 trips left.
Yeah, definitely, and also like their 2 losses this season, it literally has come down. I mean, they've lost 2 games by combined 6 points.
And
no, 8
Swampscott.
points. 8 points.
Swampscott's a great program.
Yeah,
They're really feeling it right now.
Yeah.
getting the best of Winthrop last week, beating them for the first time in 3 years. So Swampscott is having a strong Swampscott year.
Yeah.
So the fact that they only lost that game by a little bit.
By a blocked point.
Yeah, English.
A blocked point, it was the difference in that game. So he had combined 8 points is in the 2 games they've lost. They've lost by combined 8 points. Lynn Classical, it was a tough outing out there for them out in Revere. They started off well. They jumped out. The offense got the ball moving, but the Revere just ran the ball really well. I think 3 guys combined for over 300 yards on the ground against Classical, and I think there was a couple turnovers the Rams had. But yeah, it's been a tough year for them. It's like they've been in some games of they've started off well, and then it just like the second half is when things change for them.
Yeah, it wasn't a strong defensive night at all, but I'm not making excuses for Classical, but it seems like every week they've got seniors, juniors going down with injuries, and it is frustrating to have that and to see that as you know, whether you're a reporter, a fan, whatever, you don't like to see that. But he scored 28 points, and Tyron Hound is a do-it-all player. He's actually in the conversation too.
For the MVP?
In Lynn? I think you could argue that.
Yeah.
And he's a great player. He's very physical. He's passionate. But now it's about stepping up because you got Everett at 7:30.
Right, that Friday night game.
That will be a great test.
Yeah, and it's kind of like plug and fill for the Rams. You know, they lost their starting quarterback. The backup quarterback got injured in the game, and I think missed the game. You know, Tyron has had to play quarterback at some point. They had to change their whole offense a couple times because of just the injuries and the manpower that they have right now. So I got to give a lot of credit to Coach Vaughn because with all that, they still have given themselves some chances in games. It's just they're just undermanned at the point, but they're still out there fighting, and they're still competitive, and they're still, you know, some of the games they still had chances to win.
And you know, 2 things are going to happen Friday. Tyron's going to bring it, and Javen Pierre is going to bring it.
Yeah.
He's very much impressed me as a wideout, and whether they're little screen passes or going deep, he loves that left sideline.
Right.
And I'd like to see those 2 really rise up to the challenge and just give Everett a great fight. You know, whether you win or lose at the end, some things can be positives regardless.
Maybe this could be possibly one of those years you could get Everett. You could get him just because the way their season's going as well too. They're 2-3 right now. You know, this might be. It's not like the strongest Everett team that Everett's put out, but so you got a chance to steal one, and you're at home on a Friday night. You never know. It's spooky season.
I'm looking forward to seeing Paul Halloran too.
Oh, Paul's gonna be there?
He broadcasts Everett. Yep.
Oh yeah? Shout out to Paul.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. It's always fun to cover a game and see him.
Yeah. 7:30 that game. Kip Academy scored a big win, 50th career program win for those guys against Salem. It was 14-14, and Uriel Feliz caught the touchdown from Machado. And good game. It was a good football game. They shut them out. They shut them out in the second half, I believe. Salem didn't score in the second half, so there was a good effort out there by Kip Academy.
You know, Mukala, it usually takes me a minute to think of my team of the week every week.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I saw Kip beat Salem and I looked into it and what happened, it took me about 2 seconds to think of which is my team of the week. Very happy for Coach Ravit and Eli Machado, everyone. He is really...
Yeah.
Not to say he had doubters, but, you know,
he had doubters.
After 1 week, you know, he had to grow and adapt to that week, which he did, and he's really impressed ever since. I know we say it every week.
Oh, yeah.
And happy for the Panthers, because Salem went to the Super Bowl 11 months ago. So the fact that Kip was able to go in there with the environment, it's Salem, October, you name it. It's just not an easy place to win, and they did.
Yeah, and Salem had one big play by Rocco Ryan, the 63-yard touchdown run, but they really limited him from getting another one because he's really a big play player. So he didn't get another one after that 63-yard run.
And it's no fault of Kip's. I just think the fact that they've only been around for 7 or 8 years, a lot of people did come up to me last week and say, you know, can they play with Salem? Can they beat Salem? I said, yeah. they really can, and I think they proved it. So happy for 'em.
It's one of those like cornerstone. I can't even talk. Cornerstone win for the program that kind of changed their trajectory. But yeah, back to Machado. Yeah, there was a lot of people that had a lot of things to say about him after week 1, and those people aren't saying a lot. They're not saying much now. It's very, very quiet on the Eli Machado criticism train right now, and I'm trying to figure why. Because what he's doing now is not surprising me. It's not a surprise to me at all. So kudos to him. Man, he's 8 interceptions, which I think is tops in the state. He leads the state in interceptions at 8.
Well, when he threw 3 the first game, that didn't bother me. Against.
No, I mean he's picked off.
I know.
Oh yeah.
No, I know, but I meant on the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
That's my bad. When he threw 3, that didn't even bother me. It was more so how you learned from it, how you can read the defense.
Yeah.
And he's just done exceptional since then. Happy for him.
Yeah, definitely. Who else we got? St. Mary's. I mean, they just went in there. They handled business. Coach Driscoll had those guys focused. They went in there. All their guys got, between Tyler Guy, Roland Merriman, Dimitri, Yanel Belliard, they all just came to play, and they set the tone against Archbishop Williams. And it really wasn't much of a game for those guys.
They're going to make noise. They're going to make noise within the next month or so. We've been saying that. And they're just locked in. Not only are they undefeated, but they're doing it in a way that winners do it. They're beating the teams convincingly that they should do it against, and they're eking out the tight ones. Just Coach Sean Driscoll and company, they know what they're doing. It's a winning program. So
yeah, they got Cardinal Spellman coming to Manning Field this Friday, which I think Cardinal Spellman beat them last year.
Friday? Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, I think Cardinal Spellman beat them last year. I think they did beat them last year, but I
know the final was 14-0. I'm forgetting who won.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Yeah, because I remember they went over there because I think some guys got injured in that game too, and that's what I remember. So I don't foresee that happening again this year. Considering I'm not sure. So I thought they were going to play Bishop Feeheen this week, but it might be next week when they play Feeheen, because that's the big one right there. Because that one right there is going to be for the conference. So you want to go in this one and handle business as well, and just not give this team any idea of thinking they're going to win this game.
Bishop Feeheen, that's the ultimate test, I think, for St. Mary's, conference opponent. And look at what Feeheen just did to Bishop Fenwick. And we know Fenwick and St. Mary's can really go at it.
Yeah.
And Fenwick beat St. Mary's last year, and Feeheen but you don't want to look at that.
Right,
you want to just look ahead and think not about the patterns, but what you can do on that week. I'm really excited for Feeheen and St. Mary's. I think similarly to, just certain teams have tests, whether it's in their conference or in their division, and this is that one for St. Mary's.
And in that league, it's a three-team league, and it's a 3-team race in that league right there. So this one with Feeheen already defeating Fenwick, they could wrap up the regular season crown if they beat St. Mary's. But if the St. Mary's beat them, then that Thanksgiving game is going to be all interesting, because that'll determine the league winner. So it's going to be a lot at stake.
There's a lot going on that Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. There's something happening at City Hall too, the Tuesday before, as far as like.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I think I'll be there too. Lastly, Lynn Tech, they fell to Whittier Tech 32-26. Jadil Ortega, though, Coach Renner informed me this. He broke Stephon Gravely's freshman record of touchdowns for a freshman. Gravely had 9. Jadil Ortega has 10 on this season. Valiant effort by Tech at that game, but Whittier's a really good football team.
Whittier's a great football team.
Yeah.
And tough to do that on the road as well.
On a Saturday, too.
Not easy.
Senior night, too. It was a senior day for them.
Not easy, but I hate to be Mr. Positive, but they were able to find the end zone. They were able to contain him a few drives. Ultimately, I think they just ran into a tough wall there. And when you're not looking at familiar surroundings, it can be even harder. But Tech Very happy for Jadiel. He's a good player, good kid. So
Yeah, definitely. And they fell down double digits, so they were playing catch up the whole second half and stuff. But they still fought. They still fought. That's one thing Tech has been doing this season. They've been fighting. So I think they're still. They might have dropped in the rankings. I'm not sure. I forgot, but
have to look.
yeah. They still got a chance of making the postseason. So and this loss might help them, because you know how these rankings go. Some losses help you.
It's interesting how Thanksgiving games affect things this year.
True.
And also, just we have great games in the city of Lynn.
Yeah.
I mean, I truly don't know who I'd pick right now between a few of them. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, there's gonna be some intriguing matchups for Thanksgiving. Week 8 kicks off. Week 8 kicks off Thursday, but Friday is the action. 2 doubleheaders at Manning Field, back to back on Friday and Saturday. If you're not doing that, make sure you check that out, and then make sure you read their predictions for Week 8. Let them know who's on top of the standings.
Me, by a while. Just saying. Ever so humble, but no. Anne-Marie Tobin just came in second place.
Okay.
And Mark's looking up right now. So come on,
man.
Mark. He's got to figure it out.
Maybe Mark will have better luck during basketball season.
We'll predict a few games, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe his prediction rankings will go up during basketball. We'll never know. But make sure you go check out Joey on Item Live. Check out any new articles we got out.
Yeah, we got new articles. We got stuff from Mark, Anne-Marie, Owen Finn, our intern from Endicott, is doing a fantastic job, and stuff from myself. Full football coverage Friday and Saturday. So check out itemlive.com.
Oh man, you busy? You busy this weekend?
We're busy. We're busy. We got some games, but we get to do it. We don't have to do it, so it's fun.
This is true. All right, y'all been watching Plus One. Have a good one. All right, and we are back. Okay, the WNBA Finals happened. Game number 5, the deciding game happened, and me and Todd were watching this game at the house, and yeah, I'm still not over that missed travel. Shout out to the Lynx coach though for calling them out.
Nah, you got to. You have to, because that was
egregious.
All the replays, and we got all the social media refs. Like, come on. She was top of the key. It was blatant. Nah, sorry. Man. And I get it. Libya don't win nothing. I get it. Minnesota win, they won enough. But nah, man, they you stole that from them girls.
Yeah, they definitely.
And then they call that weak foul, though. Let the travel go, but let them play. But you're gonna let that travel go and then call a cause? Like, come on.
Did you see Nafisa's post? On
Nah.
Instagram, she had a picture where she was driving and you could just see her getting slapped out in the face, like slapped. There was no foul call in it.
But when you nice, you already know they expect you to play through all that. They'll watch you like they don't. Refs don't ref each play the same, and it's fair and unfair. Because all players shouldn't get ref the same, because somebody that's trash shouldn't get ref the same way somebody that's nice.
Right.
But you need to give everybody equal calls, though.
Yeah, and it's just the way that the fourth quarter just ended. It was just like, bruh, come on, man. You see, they was going hard these last 2 minutes to close out this game, and then this is what's gonna kind of pretty much be the difference in the game right here. And I was just like, yeah, man. I've been critical of referees enough already in all leagues, so I was just like, man.
But
like, bruh.
Yeah. But I only say that just because, like, for you young players that wonder why you don't get certain calls your teammates get, because you all get ref differently. You probably betting your teammates. That's why they don't call much for you.
But congratulations to the Liberty. I mean, New York has to win something. About time they won something.
Yeah, but they got a black eye, though. Actually, I shouldn't say that. The domestic world and all that, I shouldn't even mention it. Gave it a hole in the sock or something. Like, not a hole. Hold the stocking. That's a bad look for a lady to dress, man. Like,
You got an asterisk.
yeah. They go slit down your stocking.
Oh man, World Series. It's a battle of L.A. and New York, East Coast versus West Coast.
I had a joke to myself, but I ain't gonna say it. I was gonna say 40 years from now, they gonna say that's Jackie Robinson, huh? Hope not.
Game 1 starts Friday. It's in LA. I don't care for either team, but they got a former Red Sox on there, Mookie Betts on the Dodgers.
I respect that. At least he ain't go across the bridge to Evil Empire.
Like Johnny Damon.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. Like, who does that?
And then shaved his beard because you gotta shave it when you're man.
Just,
Yeah.
Went from looking like Jesus, went with Jesus to Cletus.
But this would be crazy this would be wild if the Dodgers are able to win it and just like, Shohei Ohtani, you get that big contract and then you culminate it by getting a ring at the moving teams and stuff like that.
He broke some records too, right? This year he had the most home runs and stolen bases, something like that.
He broke every record, I swear.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had like 50 home runs and stuff like that. Yeah. That dude's ridiculous. That dude is ridiculous. And like the contract is like, you look at his contract, he's like he's still underpaid with the stuff he be doing. But it should be it's a good series for baseball though, marketing wise, because you got the two biggest markets going at it.
So what happened to his agent? Because they kind of just swept that under the rug. We ain't heard nothing about it. Like, first they was thinking he was betting, the agent was betting. Now we ain't heard nothing about it.
That's a good question.
They deported his agent or something?
That's a good question. Pedro, you know what happened to his agent or financial advisor?
Yeah.
No, I believe he was the translator.
The translator.
Oh, the translator?
Yeah.
Well.
He was making some bets. He thought it was Ohtani, but investigated it.
Yeah, they brushed it down. They just brushed that right under the rug.
They brushed it right under the rug.
How you messed that up?
That story disappeared so fast. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Boxing. Before you go, Pedro. Friday, Rashidi, one of the Ellis brothers, is fighting in Rivera Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I was go too, but I gotta cover a football game. But he's gonna be fighting. So if you in the area, go out there and support.
Yeah, definitely go support local talent, man.
Right.
Have a whole fan bus out there.
For real.
Come on.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Friday. Pedro, you know what time it starts or?
No.
No. All right. But that's a little quick update for everybody.
Right over there, Wonderland.
I think. Not sure.
Or something down.
Might be Wonderland. I don't know. Let me look it up while Pedro gives us our boxing update.
I don't know where else it would be in Revere. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know if they have other venues that are just meant for events like that.
Right.
It's probably not Wonderland anymore. It's actually Oceanside, but it's probably there. Yeah. They changed the name a while.
Okay.
Oceanside, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, this guy, man, his name now, I learned it. Mortez Aliv.
Oh.
Man, I tell you, he really impressed me, man. Take a look at the highlights. I was rooting for Tim Zoo.
Oh.
I tell you, man.
He got hit with a brick.
Yeah, man. This guy's very, very skillful, man. They had the IBF title vacant. He won it. They put him down at least 4 times. And then in the end, they throw in the towel.
You gotta throw in the towel, coach. Sometimes you just gotta throw that towel in. But you get knocked down that many times, yeah.
I mean, I kind of felt that was going to happen because usually when you have a bigger guy, a taller guy that's good, the little guy's not going to beat him.
Oh, my Lord. You got to throw the towel after that one. Oh, my.
Oh, that was the third time.
That was the third one? I would have threw the towel after that one.
That
Yeah, see, after that third one, you seen that knockout, bro?
Yeah.
So now this guy, Montezelev is in the mix now of perhaps Crawford, Fandura, this other guy that, they can unify the belts.
That'd be good. But, man, all them knockdowns.
Excuse me.
4 times, man. I was like, I was ready for Tim Zoo all the way.
Well,
Gotta go back to the drawing board, Tim Zoo.
Straight losses.
Yeah, so sometimes you just run into somebody that wants it a little bit more than you do.
It wasn't his night. And here's the next fight, which is this Saturday. You probably don't know this guy, Jack Catterall. He fought against, I forgot his name, apologize, but Regis Prograde actually fought David Haney. He lost to him last year. So he's back again this Saturday.
Okay. And the fight Friday is at pretty much the Wonderland Ballroom, but it's called the Oceansides Event Center now.
That's dope. Yeah, go support, man. Go support him, man.
Okay. Man, that's it for the boxing?
That's it for boxing.
All right, we're going to go into our interviews and highlights. This is a portion of this program. All right, check these out, then we're going to come back and then check these interviews out, all this stuff out. Then we're going to come back and wrap this thing up. All right, Coach. This was quite the game for you guys. Literally a tale of 2 halves. Falling down 12-0. What was the difference in the second half?
This halftime adjustments, half off to the coaching staff. We just made really good halftime adjustments, especially on the offensive side of the ball. We discussed in the locker room and just played with our plan and worked out for us in the second half. Hats off to Lynn English, playing a really good game, by the way.
It seemed like you guys became more aggressive in the passing game in that second half. Was that just an emphasis? Did you guys see something that you liked in the way they were playing you guys?
Yeah, we saw the way they were playing defense, and they really did overtake our offset and really took us out of our regular offense, and we just had to go to ace and spread the football out and let Justin throw the football to our receivers, get them out in space.
4-game winning streak for your guys, man. I see there's a lot of excitement going on. Just how happy are you for those guys and for your seniors?
I'm ecstatic for the players and the seniors, especially the seniors. They've been here for 4 years. They've seen this program from the bottom, and now they're kind of bringing the program back up where it should be. And I'm very proud of them showing up every day when they can't, when the crowd's against them. Sometimes they're showing up every day to keep battling, and good things will happen when they battle. And I'm very proud of their demeanor, because you saw in the first half things could have went sour first in the second half, but they kept on going strong.
All right, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a great day.
All right, Coach. Everybody knows coming into this game how many points those guys have been putting up the past couple of weeks. What can you say about the defensive execution tonight?
I think that as a defense, we were pretty prepared for them and the different things they do. To be honest with you, I think we got a little bit lucky that they unveiled that double wing package against Tewksbury, so we were able to see it on film and prepare for it on film. I wonder what would have happened if we weren't prepared for it. But our linemen have put a tremendous amount of work in the weight room in the offseason. We have the most depth we've ever had on the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. So it's a pleasure to watch them. And our D-line coach, Terry Donovan, has been awesome in terms of our D-line has specific talents that each one of them have, and quickness and speed. And he's able to, tonight he was able to put them all in the right spot in the right time. And our linebackers played awesome. Our D-ends were unbelievable tonight. So that's the difference in the game.
Offensively, first drive, opening drive of the game, you guys march right down the field to score. Then the defense gets a stop, and then boom, Shane with the big play that really got everybody going on that 95-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, and that's I've been on both sides of that. It's such a deflator when you let one of those up. It's hard to get the kids rallied up to back to it. But then, really the game is like when in hidden plays in the game, we had a third drive and it was like 3rd and 15, and we hit like a nice 25-yard pass. Seemed simple at the time, but it was a conversion on 3rd down, and it kept the chains moving, and then we scored. And then all of a sudden you get up 3 scores, and now the other team's chasing. That's a big goal of us as a team, to go up by 17 and make the other team chase, and we were able to do that tonight.
All right, Coach. Your defense set the tone early on. The very first play of the game, Lucas picks that off, and then it seemed like that kind of got you guys going offensively. A couple plays later, get the touchdown. What do you say about the defense today?
I thought it was their best game all year. I thought Lucas Pelletier played his best game as a St. John's Prep Eagle. I think Malden Catholic wanted the ball. I think they felt confident coming in. They wanted to start fast, and our defense shut that right down on the first play, like you said. And then offense complimentary, scored 2 or 3 plays later. And I just thought we got the ball rolling downhill pretty quick on them. I thought it was our most complete game, all 3 phases. But defense certainly set the tone early.
It seemed like there was a level of focus with these guys in this one. Have you seen them this focused before the season, actually?
Yeah, I mean, we challenged them this week. Whatever Malden Catholic's been in the past, historically as a program, we told them this week this is not the same. And they knew they were playing a really good opponent. Coach Gaff has done a great job over there. So they had our full attention, and they got our full attention today. And I thought we played our best, most complete game.
Yeah, definitely. Now this sets up a big showdown next Saturday. First thoughts on Catholic Memorial as you guys get ready for that big one next Saturday.
I mean, great program. We have a tremendous amount of respect for them. We have a lot of history between the two programs, and just something to look forward. This is a great time of year. The kids know where we are in the schedule. They know, what's coming down the pike, and there won't be any need for extra motivation this week. We know the drill by now, but I think we'll be excited, and we look forward to the challenge, and it's a great challenge.
All right, fellas, you guys came in here, really set the tone early on. First, just talk about your defense, how you guys able to just set the tone.
We wanted to set the tone early, be physical. I think we did that first drive. I think maybe I got 1 first down, maybe 3 and out, and then offense came out, scored immediately.
Walk me through that pick 6. They had some momentum going. It seemed like they were on the verge of scoring. What did you see on that?
I made 2 bad plays in a row. I knew how to do something. I saw the guy crossing the field, and I just said, I'm gonna make a play. I jumped for it and ran.
Sam, you had 2 rushing touchdowns, some big runs there. Can you say about your offense?
The line's been really working all year, so we're working hard, we're moving the ball, we're running it good, and it's just working well right now.
All right, this is that point of the season where you guys want to play your best football to put yourself in the best position as playoffs is right around the corner. How do you feel you guys are doing that?
I think we're doing great. We got 2 more big games for the end of the season, but honestly, I really think we can win out and go deep in the playoffs, so that's the goal.
All right, fellas, congratulations on the win.
Yeah!
Luka, man, you started off the game. You kind of set the tone with that interception. What did you see on that play?
Yeah, that was what we talked about all week, coming out, getting started early. So I saw a guy rolling out and saw the quarterback looking at him and jumped it. That's stuff we worked on all week, so it was kind of second nature.
Yeah, defensively too, you were all over the place making plays in that opening series, even in that second series. I mean, what got you going today?
This is like one of the better teams we've played so far to start the year, and I think we were all hyped up to get a good game going. So we came out here ready to hit, and I think that mentality, I kind of put it on the field. I was ready to go today.
All right, Merrick, another outstanding offensive performance for you today. 2 touchdown passes. How good is this offense feeling right now?
I think that our offense has the ability to do whatever we want to people as long as we work on the things that we preach about, ATD, those kind of things. We need to step up our game in certain areas, but I think that we have the momentum to keep going really well.
How do you guys not overlook these guys, knowing that you got a big one coming up next week? How are you guys able to just focus on this game and not let human nature kick in and just try to look ahead to a week from today?
We're a very week-by-week team. I think we really preach, and I think Coach St. Pierre really preaches the fact that we're 0-1 every time. 0-0 every time. Just because we need to understand that every opponent we got to take seriously, because there's a lot of talent in the Catholic Conference especially, and especially Malden Catholic. They stepped up their game. They're a great team, and I think we were able to outcompete.
All right, fellas, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Chris, man, another offensively, you guys, they got the turnover early and you guys capitalized on it real quick. How good is this offense playing at this point in the season right now?
Yeah, definitely. Our defense is helping us, just like I said last game. They're getting stops, they're getting turnovers, and it helped us in the offense, getting our scores in the touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, Luka had that really first play of the game,
Yeah.
and that seemed like that set the tone for you guys. Did you feel the same way, that just that interception kind of set the tone?
It definitely gave us the momentum and the energy. That was electric, that pick.
All right, you guys have a big one coming up next week, but just like you guys putting everything together, we're like mid-October, a couple weeks away from the playoffs. Just like how do you like the way things are going, both sides of the ball for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. Our preparation helps us both sides. That's just we have to keep consistent and keep going every week.
All right, lastly, Catholic Memorial next Saturday. Everybody knows how big that game is going to be. First thoughts on that team that you guys going up there next week in West Roxbury. What's your first thoughts on playing against them?
Just do what we do and hopefully we win the game.
All right, my man, congratulations on the win. Shane, man, you guys came out here. First of all, talk about your defense. They pitched a shutout.
Yes, sir. Defense played amazing, you know. Best game they played all year. Held a great offense like Barrett to 0 points, which is absolutely amazing. Couldn't ask for anything more from them.
Yeah, those guys came in scoring a lot. You know, everybody knows the 83 they put up a couple weeks ago. I think they had another 40. Just how were you guys able to just, you know, take away everything that they did well?
Yeah, you know, we did a great week of game plan. A huge shout out to our coaches for studying all the film, putting us in the right position, telling us what to do, what's going to work. And, you know, we came out here, executed, played hard-nosed Methuen football, and just gave it all we got. And the boys just played amazing.
Another stellar game for you offensively, 3 touchdowns. Also defensively too, you got the interception. I mean, walk me through that 95-yard touchdown.
Yeah, you know, they had a great punt down to the 5-yard line. We got huddled up as an offense. We talked. We were just gonna take it slow, take it play by play, just move it down the field. And you know, that first play, the hole opened up wide open. I took my cut, made one guy miss, and I was gone for the races.
You know, how good is this offense playing, knowing the season is coming down and playoffs is right around the corner? How good are you guys feeling right now?
Yeah, you know, we're getting better and better every week. The offensive line is moving guys off the ball. Receivers, great downfield blocking, perimeter blocking. Our fullback doing a tremendous job. Our quarterback, when he has the ball, he's running hard. Our receivers catching the ball, getting extra yards when they're running. The whole offense is just coming together, and it feels great.
All right, man. Congratulations on the win.
Sure, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, fellas, you guys came in here, really set the tone early on. First, just talk about your defense, how you guys able to just set the tone.
You know, we wanted to set the tone early, be physical. I think we did that first drive. I think maybe I got 1 first down, maybe 3 and out, and then offense came out, scored immediately.
Walk me through that pick 6. You know, they had some momentum going. It seemed like they were on the verge of scoring. What did you see on that?
I made 2 bad plays in a row. I knew how to do something. I saw the guy crossing the field, and I just said, I'm gonna make a play. I jumped for it and ran.
Sam, you had 2 rushing touchdowns, some big runs there. Can you say about your offense?
You know, the line's been really working all year, so we're working hard. We're moving the ball. We're running it good, and it's just working well right now.
All right, this is that point of the season where you guys want to play your best football to put yourself in the best position as playoffs is right around the corner. How do you feel you guys are doing that?
I think we're doing great. We got 2 more big games for the end of the season, but honestly, I really think we can win out and go deep in the playoffs, so that's the goal.
All right, fellas, congratulations on the win.
Yeah.
It's time for the top 10 plays from Week 7 of the high school football season. At number 10, it is Lynn English running back Xavier Beauchamp, who takes the carry from 15 yards out, goes up the middle, spins away from the defender, and finds the end zone. At number 9, it is St. John's Prep quarterback Deacon Robillard, who rolls out and finds Josh Harmon, and Harmon will do the rest as he keeps himself in bounds for the 49-yard touchdown. Eagles will win this one 36-6. At number 8, it is Medford quarterback Justin Marino, who throws it up and finds Samuel Diestel, who catches his very first varsity touchdown. At number 7, we go back to St. John's Prep. This time it's running back Jeff Quigley, who takes the carry. He makes a couple defenders miss. He cuts back and he's off for a 39-yard touchdown run for the Eagles. At number 6, it is Justin Marino, and this time he finds Darius Weeks for the touchdown. He keeps his feet in bounds. Medford would come back and beat Lynn English 20-18. At number 5, it is Catholic Memorial running back LaShawn Sharp, who takes the carry and he hits the corner, and then he just shows off the speed as no defender is anywhere near him. 67 yards to the house. Knights would win this one convincingly. At number 4, it is Salem senior running back Quinn Rocco Ryan, who takes the carry. He gets some good blocks. He sees the alley. He sees the crease. He makes one cut, and then he breaks a few tackles, and he's off to the races for the Witches. Touchdown, Salem. At number 3, it's Catholic Memorial defensive back Orion Fernandez, who stares down the quarterback, reads it, picks it off. Now he's going to show off his skill, stiff arms the would-be tackler, makes a cut. He got blockers. Nobody's inside. He's going about 75 yards to the end zone for a Knights touchdown. At number 2, it is Natick's Jack Showstead, who pretty much runs the route for the receiver. He picks off the quarterback, and he has blockers in front of him, but he don't need them. He shows off the speed. 80 yards later to the house, Natick wins it big over Brookline. And at number 1, it is Methuen Shane Eason, who takes the carry, makes one cut, and he shows off the speed. He's off to the races, nothing but green in front of him, 95 yards to the house. Methuen shuts out Bill Ricker. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all don't see him next week, he's going to be somewhere getting a tan, so y'all... We're gonna see him next week.
Yeah, got a business trip.
He got a business trip. Make sure, check me out on 806 The Show. Check me out on the latest 806 The Show episode. Them dudes are funny. Them dudes are something else, man. But check me out on that. We got a shout out to what's his name, man? I gotta give him his props. I forgot his name, but I just did this interview with him.
Well, while you're waiting, also new physical copies of the book will be in the mail. So, will be arriving soon, next few weeks. So just be looking out for them if you didn't get your first copy of the first round. Boom,
yeah.
What you got?
Yeah. Shout out to this guy Dom Nicastro. He had me on the North Shore, Merrimack Valley, his podcast. So he talks about the North Shore, the Merrimack Valley, just this region for high school football, and I think he does some basketball stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so he reached out, he DM'd me, like, yo, you want to come on? I was like, yo, let's do it. And we did it Tuesday. We did that on Tuesday or so. And yeah, shout out to him Monday. Okay. Yeah, they're reaching out. They want us on their programs to holler at us.
Appreciate the support, and we want to do the same and support you all.
Yeah, def. And we'll catch y'all next week. Well, I'll catch y'all next week. Took time to catch y'all in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He'll be back in 2 weeks. So, hey, Pedro, we gonna do another live show this year for Thanksgiving?
Back in 2 weeks. You're right. Because I'll be gone next week. I'll be back the second week. What do you say?
Pedro, we gonna do a live show for Thanksgiving like we always do?
Most likely, I don't know yet. I got to find out.
Yeah.
The date.
Yeah. We'll make sure it aligns with your
I gotta
schedule.
start getting more sleep, bro.
Yeah. We out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one. Enjoy y'all weekends.
Oh my Atlanta.